Hello, everyone, and welcome back to FilmBook Review, an official YouTube channel of FilmBook. Featured in Google News, IMDb's news desk, and a member of the Critics' Choice Association, FilmBook is an entertainment industry news website that reports on the film and television show industries in the United States and across the world. Today on FilmBook Review, I'll be reviewing the film The Bad Guys. The Bad Guys is directed by Pierre Perifel, written by Aaron Blabey, Eden Cohen, and Yanni Brenner, and stars Sam Rockwell, Mark Maron, Awkwafina, Craig Robinson, and Anthony Ramos. This is a The Bad Guys movie review, and there will be spoilers. If you like our movie reviews, please like this The Bad Guys film review, as that helps us out with YouTube's algorithm, and consider subscribing. Once subscribed, click the bell notification box and you are all set. Please also consider becoming one of our patrons on Patreon at patreon.com/filmbook. And now, The Bad Guys movie review. Director Pierre Perifel's new animated crime caper, The Bad Guys, is a bit too outrageous to be wholly successful, but the casting of Sam Rockwell as the movie's main character, Mr. Wolf, works tremendously to the film's advantage. Rockwell's voice as Mr. Wolf somehow makes this character come alive on screen with amazing personality, and in a movie where there are at least 4 other main characters, it's clear Mr. Wolf is the group leader. Mark Maron's senior criminal, Mr. Snake, is the definite second fiddle to Rockwell's Wolf. The other central characters referred to in the film's title are the hot-headed Mr. Piranha, the unmissable Mr. Shark, and the wisecracking Miss Tarantula. The Bad Guys has references to Pulp Fiction as well as Ocean's 11, but the movie is not intended for audiences for those much more adult-themed pictures. These jokes/throwbacks are just for the parents who bring their kids to the new movie, and the filmmakers have obviously done the math to figure out the average age of the parents who will be bringing their kids to The Bad Guys, which is why those references exist. Set in Los Angeles, the movie gets off to a fast-paced start with a fun scene set in a diner and an exciting car chase sequence. The film's main storyline revolves around the attempts to rehabilitate the master criminals led by Mr. Wolf, but the question becomes, how good are the good guys anyway? In fact, almost every character in this movie feels like he or she has a little bit of bad in them as well. As Mr. Wolf and company steal a Golden Dolphin Award from a renowned professor named Marmalade, the philanthropist Marmalade sets out to reform our bad guys so they can live productive lives as law-abiding citizens. When Mr. Wolf rescues a cat from a tree, he becomes more respectable, but Mr. Snake believes that our cool wolf is losing himself in the process of becoming good. The friendship between Mr. Wolf and Mr. Snake comes into question as the plot progresses and the two seem to be branching away from one another. The governor, Diane Foxington, has also made Mr. Wolf reconsider his chosen career path as a criminal as well. Our main wolf character seems to be growing a conscience, but no matter. He is how he is seen in the public eye, but the real surprise comes when our bad guys are framed for a crime they didn't commit. Marmalade has also tried to win Mr. Snake over enough to join forces with him and steal from the city. Snake isn't that easily influenced, however. Or is he? The Bad Guys is a good project for DreamWorks Animation to come back alive with a new potential franchise, and there's a nice share of fun characters in the movie, making the film move at a quick pace. The supporting bad guys are all well voiced. Robinson makes for a charismatic shark who is the master of disguise. Awkwafina, always a delight, is quite fun as the hacker tarantula, and the farting piranha is defined well by Anthony Ramos, who even sings in the picture. Rockwell's wolf character is the definite standout of the film. You can teach an old wolf new tricks, apparently, as he develops during the course of the movie with a definitive character arc that works well for the movie. He's the most relatable character in the movie, and Rockwell adds his signature charm. And, as always, Rockwell is the definitive Mr. Cool. Maron, as our snake here, does add a lot of personality to his role and shines beside Rockwell. There are minor problems here. This movie's storyline goes back and forth with constant surprise revelations, and we never know who we can really trust. I suppose those plot twists are beneficial to keeping the audience guessing where the movie is ultimately headed, but it becomes exhausting trying to figure out who is good and who is bad. You may want to keep a scorecard to keep track of who's doing what and why. However, the action scenes are always fun to watch, and there is some real unpredictability here that keeps us guessing which way the plot will turn next. It's just that there is simply too much going on for the film's own good. Still, The Bad Guys is an enjoyable picture that makes the audience relate to rehabilitated criminals, and the movie teaches us that it's never too late to turn over a new leaf. It may seem cliche, but Rockwell gives the movie the charisma it needs to overcome its familiar theme, and the plot twists are always thrown at the audience in a fast and furious way that could keep children and adults alike immersed in the action. And that brings us to the conclusion of this The Bad Guys movie review. I would love to hear your thoughts on it below in the comment section. If you liked what you heard during this review, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Please also visit and subscribe to our podcast channel at FilmBook Podcast and our trailer and reaction channel at FilmBook Trailers. Thank you for viewing, and you can watch one of these reviews next.